Hi, my name is Jason Yoder, and this is my informational speech for public speaking. I'm going to do my speech on Hurricane Alex and how it affected the oil spill in the Gulf Coast. Hurricanes are formed, they're not just formed out of nowhere, they are actually formed off the coast of Africa for the Gulf Coast region, and they're formed 5 degrees off the equator, which is called the doldrum, and they're called tropical depressions when they start. And the trade winds are how they can determine on where the hurricane goes. With these winds, they can track it with this tracking chart here by using your longitude and latitude lines. They can pinpoint exactly where the hurricane is at different points in times, and as it turns, and where they can predict it's going to go. The air pressure off the coast of Africa is one of the other reasons how it forms. The air pressure goes from high to low, low to high, which helps the hurricane form. Also, the water's got to be a minimum of 80 degrees to create the storm. And with the water and the winds, that all is part of helping the storm fueling the storm along. Unlike tornadoes, hurricanes get stronger and bigger over water. Tornadoes need warm and cold water. Hurricanes just need warm water. The winds, another thing with the winds is that they help fuel the storm because they are the same speed. Although Hurricane Alex did not directly make landfall through the oil spill or by it, it come off it hit right here in Mexico, about 500 miles away from the oil spill. With it coming that close to it, it still affected the Gulf Coast region by tearing up the booms. They put booms out, and these booms are floating devices that they're using to try to contain the oil. Here's some of the booms here. Here's a better picture of the booms right here. And this picture here is after the hurricane went across. These are the high seas and the waves and everything crashing into the booms and actually destroying them. And destroyed about 800 foot of the booms, which let oil into the marshlands and stuff like that, which caused a lot more trouble down there in the Gulf Coast. Let's see. Here's some pictures of the oil and the waves, and all this oil is affecting the water life out there, along with the birds and everything else. And they're actually having to catch these animals, birds and stuff that have oil on them and clean them up in the oil spill. The oil spill has put a lot of people out of work, fishermen and stuff like that. They can't get out there and fish. But with that, the oil spills created a lot of jobs for the people in that area. They're turning the shrimp boats and fishing boats into boats that are now collecting oil with the skimmers. The the people down there, about 80% of the work is created just from people in the area. They need people in the area to know where the alligators are at and where they live, so that way they can make sure that all the marine life is okay, and the ones that are get the oil off of them and stuff like that. Also, a lot of people down there are mad. They think that President Obama feels they abandoned them. Just like they felt when Hurricane Katrina and Rita hit, they felt that Bush abandoned them. They're also one of the other things. I grew up in the Gulf Coast, so this right here is something I watch. It's, you know, where we used to live. I was through several hurricanes: Hurricane Katrina, Hurricane Rita, and Hurricane Ike. And after Hurricane Rita and Katrina hit, I actually got to go work in Port Arthur and help clean up some of the mess. This right here, this oil spill is probably going to affect them for quite a while. Some predict up to 20 years. And with that, hurricanes can be very deadly, and with this oil spill, can be even deadlier for the marine life and the people that live in the Gulf Coast. I think this is one of the biggest oil spills we've had. We've had several before. Alaska had one of the biggest oil spills, but that was on a boat, and all the oil that was on the boat, that was it. This one here is coming straight out of the ground, and they haven't been able to stop it yet, and it's been like that for about 80 days now. This is my speech on Hurricane Alex and how it affected the Gulf Coast.